Name?
Gus Gorman.
Ah, yes, August Gorman. Have you looked for work this week, Mr. Gorman?
Yes.
What kind?
Kitchen technician.
Dishwasher? Any luck?
No, but...
Mr. Gorman, according to our record, you've been unemployed for 36 weeks.
No, it's 35.
Not counting this week.
There must be a gallon of potato salad left over.
This is Film Sack. Oh, sure.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Film Sack. This is Film Sack, mining the very depths of film entertainment for all mankind. This is episode 712. I'm Scott Johnson, joined today by Brian. Yay! Back when people still made Four Eyes jokes, done away.
Oh, you crushed my glasses, you jerk. Oh, hello, me. It's me again. And this week on Film Sack, we are sweating bullets instead of being faster than them. When we hear our inner 80s child begging us to be Superman 1 again, but all we have at Homeville is Superman 3. Flicking its salty nuts at HBO Max like a 1983 just add Richard Pryor is a supercomputer genius because he talked about you on Johnny Carson that one time. Action comedy mishap where the humans are dumber than a man drowning in his car on the streets of the big apricot. Line 10, print, hello me. Line 20, go to line 10. It's a basic system. Anywho, I knew Scott would get it.
That was good.
Anywho, hello, yes. Is this the Daily Planet? Hey, listen, I'm down here at the scrapyard sorting various car parts and feeding them into the mangler for a living. And you're not going to believe this, but that Clark Kent fella is out here punching the air, and by God, somehow it is punching him back. Oh, hold on. I think he's miming choking a guy. Oh, okay, I think he's done. Oh, and he just ripped his shirt open and is running out the exit with his hands in the air and making whooshing noises. All right. He's Metropolis's problem now. Randy, you're standing on my cape. Just let me fly, man. Just let me fly.
Oh, my gosh. That was a banger, dude. Nice job. Also with
Great
us,
material.
Randy, when eating dog food, just pretend you didn't keep eating it, Jordan.
Aloha, Scott, Brian, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, citizens of Smallville, both native and transplanted from Metropolis because the rent's cheaper. Today, we are gathered here to honor a true American hero. A Superman who has time and again shown us that capes are not just for Halloween and that you can wear your underwear on the outside if you save the world enough. Today, it is with great pride, moderate taxpayer expense, and a heavy dose of small-town smarm that I, your elected, though mostly unopposed, mayor of Smallville, do hereby present Superman with the key to our fair city. Yes, I realize that Smallville is short for small village. Can you call a small village a city? I just did. Now, please note that in order for you to survive the curse of receiving this key, you must follow my 3 rules. Number 1. You must go forth and immediately become an evil, horny drunk. That should be easy for you, considering you used to be an orphan who was bullied as a child. Number 2, you must use your superpowers constantly. Push towers around, blow out Olympic flames, flick the nuts. You know, that's just as bad. Let's move on. Number 3, most importantly, you must get a second and then a third girlfriend. Now you're Superman, manly man. Oh, God, dude, stop.
With your 5 o'clock shadow the whole time. That's what's best about it. Also with us, and finally, Brian, you can tell which is the evil Superman by the 5 o'clock shadow he's sporting it, but I got preempted myself.
Kind of works well. He had 2.5 girlfriends. It was perfect.
Sure.
Yeah. All right, song this week. I was going down the path of another song that I won't say what it is because it's very similar to this song in chorus, but I just want to get to the chorus. Impersonation time on this song too. Go ahead and play the chorus.
Oh my gosh, dude.
So no Megadeth. Hello, me. It's me again. Sweating bullets.
No,
All right.
no.
Out of your
so
range,
the
probably,
other song, way out of my range. The other song that I was considering was Adele's "Set Fire to the Rain." It would be the same thing.
Oh, that's
Richard
good,
Pryor is the brain.
Yeah.
Fire rain.
That's
thing,
great. Yeah, you know what? The Lois Lane part, I mean, we're bringing it up early here, but geez, where the hell was she this whole movie?
Yeah. Why even
she was
bother?
in Bermuda.
Yeah.
Yes, pulling out the bikini that she apparently keeps in her suit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just a straight up trope, man.
Oh,
that is
yeah.
like
Big trope.
we're watching a movie series, and this movie decides to sideline one of the characters, the main characters of the whole movie.
Yeah.
It's Chrissy Snow calling in from a random phone on Three's Company is what it is.
Yeah.
I couldn't figure out if I finally determined that I thought it was a fine idea. It's fine. They wanted to go back to Smallville. Why not explore that other love interest that we talk about in Superboy and stuff? So, I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, and plus they kind of went as far as they could with the character. I mean, he'd already flown backwards and reversed the world. You got to start over, right? New love story.
Yeah, sort of.
I just want to say, if it was me picking a song to parody for this, I would have picked "Damn It Feels Good to Be a Gangsta" by
nice.
Ghetto Boys, because I can't stop thinking about the third act of this movie. Like, I can't. It's the most ridiculous thing that anybody ever did on a movie.
Yeah.
In a movie.
The computer.
In a movie.
Right?
Yeah. That whole thing is just, it's off the rails, man.
It really is. It's like they threw everything at the wall and said, no bad ideas.
Yeah.
Everything sticks.
Yeah. Everything
We made
sticks.
the wall extra sticky.
That's right.
And it's what's really disappointing about it is I feel like the first act of this movie is pretty good. Like, I start out, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember. This is good. This is like they're setting up a whole team of bad guys that are like a rich guy mafia. Like, I like that, and it's a little kooky. But you've got Richard Pryor; it's going to be kooky. I get that.
Sure. Yeah, he's in there. He has to be a little. It's got to have some comedy. I mean, there's potential here. There's no doubt about.
But then they go to Smallville. I fall asleep. It's the least interesting thing in the Superman in the entirety of Superman.
You didn't like the Wi-Fi Superman head coming out of his ear?
No.
You could hear the kid. No, right?
Superman goes on a picnic. What?
You don't like the bowling, blow the bowling ball through the wall and act like nobody knows. I wish it was the kid, but whatever.
Right. It's great that he could control it just to be the bowling ball and not the pins as well.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Or the child who was right in front of the gust. You know
Or
what I mean?
every other pin.
Well, I mean, we're going really fast through the movie here, but everybody knows that you can't have establish a villain and then go to Smallville and establish another really super minor villain.
Brad's the best. Let's go,
nobody cares.
Yeah,
Brad
the
is-
ultimate
Brad is-
villain.
He's basically the guy who's in the diner in Superman 2 that beats up weakling Clark Kent.
Yeah, he's got that level of stardom here in this movie. We should probably tell people what the movie is, and we'll do it through the voices of our listeners. Yes, that's right. Another fake Fletcher as assembled by you, the listener. Here is their telling of what we're about to talk about.
Entrepreneur Ross Webster
teams up with a computer genius
in order to realize his own evil intentions.
When Superman obstructs his plans,
he decides to destroy him.
It's a turd.
It's a pain.
It's Stupid Man 3.
Stupid Man 3.
it's Stupid Man 3.
Stupid Man 3.
Stupid Man 3.
Stupid Man 3.
It's Stupid Man 3.
Stupid Man 3.
Stupid Man 3.
It's a turd.
Yeah, it's a turd.
Yeah, and you know what Brad reminded me of? Brad reminded me of Ricky Bobby's dad on Talladega Nights.
Okay. I don't remember his dad.
It's Gary Cole.
Oh, I love Gary Cole.
Yeah.
Big
And he's just like an ugly drunk. Like the trope of the ugly drunk. And he's also Uncle Rico, right? From
sure.
Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh, he's definitely. I mean, he's not a drunk, but he's that uncle. He's still that uncle. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a certain type. In this case, he's a severe alcoholic. and just terrible.
He's so severe. He just accepts that Richard Pryor is a traveling boozer,
a traveling booze bringer. Oh, you can't come in here. I have booze. Oh, yes, you can.
This makes sense.
Come on in. That's just how much of a drinker he is. That whole everything about that Smallville visit with everyone just assuming he's a real general. And
the general part.
Here's our gift to this lump of what is obviously freaking an attempt to give you green crystallized kryptonite.
Superman knows what kryptonite looks like, and he when he pulled that thing out of the box, it's just oh, okay, nope, I'm not touching that thing, even though it was kryptonite.
Kryptonite. I love that. That's brilliant.
Timu-nite. Maybe
if he smoked it, it would have killed him. But
it basically. So the end result of that, if some listening haven't actually watched the film, and you really should, is he had red sun effects. The comics would have applied that to when they go visit the red sun. In fact, there's a reference to that in the recent movie. If anyone has seen it, I don't want to spoil it, but. The effect that a red sun has on supermen or Kryptonians that basically makes them angry drunks, and in this film they decide to have some of that but also mix it with like rapey horny tendencies.
I love that. That was my favorite part where he says to Pamela Stevenson, he says, wait a second, ma'am, I don't know you. And I'm like, dude, we'll see in about 9 months when we come out with Superboy. He's going to be on Maury.
By the way, since we're talking about Pamela Stevenson, the only other thing that I know about Pamela Stevenson is that she was on one season. She was on the season of Saturday Night Live as a cast member.
She's a force, though. She's done so much.
I don't know her at all.
Yeah, the only SNL thing I can think of that she ever did was in the opening credits. It was one where they had kind of like a Monty Python style pastiche of all of the cast members, and she elbowed Radio City Music Hall to turn it on and then smiled at the camera. That's what I remember.
I did a rabbit hole on this, and she is amazing. She is just as smart as her character plays, and probably the least significant thing that you should mention about her is she's married to Billy Connolly. So
Billy Connolly.
But otherwise she is just quite the talent. It has been forever.
So amazing. That's her in that image. That's the SNL group.
Yeah. Yes, that's not Amy Mann during the Till Tuesday years. No. That is Pamela Stevenson.
I was gonna say that hair is very specifically a kind of hair. Like that is not we're not messing around with that hair.
But look at the rest of that cast. You had Billy Crystal, Martin Short, Brad
Christopher Guest. It was the writer's strike
Jim
season.
Belushi.
Look at him up there in the corner. He's the only one not looking at the camera. Yeah. He's your Sniglets guy.
He was your Sniglets guy. Yeah.
Not Brad Hall, but the other one. Shit. Is it Brad Hall?
I thought it is Brad Hall.
You might be right. Who am I thinking of?
Brad Hall. Who's married? There's the blonde guy who's married to Julia Louis-Dreyfus. That's Brad Hall. That is somebody else.
Yeah, and he's not. So this is the Sniglets guy, and I don't remember his name. I don't see Brad Hall in here. He must come later.
Rich Hall.
There were two halls.
Boy, that is different.
There were two halls. That's right. Yeah, what a bunch of young people. Look at this group.
Totally. And Jim Belushi, Harry Shearer in the front row there. Yeah. Here's a picture of Rich Hall now. I love this photo.
Oh man.
Like he's opening for Neil Young.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He still does stuff, right?
But if you really want to go to YouTube, look up Pamela Stevenson and just go down her career and her interviews that she has.
She's the best thing in this movie.
She is by far the best thing in this movie.
Yeah.
She and Richard Pryor are the only people in this movie who really get the point of being in the movie.
Right.
They really, really do. And you could look at it and just go, oh, they're just the two people who are hamming it up. No. Everybody's hamming it up. Everybody.
Yeah.
But these two understand that there's a certain serving of ham that is endemic to this, but belongs in this movie. And she really gets it, man. She oh man, when she seduces Superman, I'm like, first of all, how'd she get there? Like, what's it?
Yeah. Who put her up there?
Helicopter?
Yeah, Jackie Cooper sent her up there. I don't know how you got it.
Yeah, it's so weird.
She's a Kiwi. I didn't know that.
Robert.
New Zealand.
Yeah, and from an earlier generation of Kiwis who came to the United States and made it in comedy. Like there's not a lot before like the turn of the century.
I mean, I'll be honest, this was at the time when I barely knew what Australia was, and it was because of Paul Hogan, like we just,
because it's Paul Hogan.
Yeah.
His knife.
You just didn't know.
The only thing I knew was that's not a knife.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah.
That's all I understood. These days they're a dime a dozen, but back then it was kind of unusual.
Yeah.
But she stopped working as an actress in '94. She hasn't done anything since then.
Right. She went to the UK and she got herself a degree in some sciences because she wanted to do biology.
I think that's awesome.
Yeah, that's super cool.
A super cool. Superman.
Super cool.
I thought
wasn't even intended.
I tried to figure out what was going on in this movie. What was happening on the producer level and the money level that was pushing this movie to be what it was. Richard Pryor was having a lot of success at the time. And so he showed interest in the film, and I think me and Scott at least talked about it before the show. He made an appearance on Johnny Carson, and he had mentioned how much he loved Superman. And so I guess that perked the ears up, and they were like, let's get him in here, and we'll kind of write it around and kind of build this character out that we were thinking about.
It was the height of his career, so this would have been the time where if he shows interest,
as far as movies go,
your producers would go, "Oh shit, Richard Pryor wants to be." He loved Superman 2 because 2 is what he was talking about specifically, how much he loved it.
Right.
And at that time when they first started reaching out to do the casting, it was still Donner. Donner was still involved. He got fired later. They fired him for the project. So Richard Donner was like, yeah, we'll do it. We'll figure out a way to make it work. And then it all got handed off to other writers and directors and stuff. And it just...
and Christopher Reeves at this point is kind of going. Christopher Reeves at this point is trying to figure out how to get out of that 7-movie contract,
right?
that he signed. Yeah. So it's like,
and my guess is that the main villain and Pamela Stevenson's character were probably originally written as Luther and Tessmacher, right? Because they kind of fit the it's basically the same cookie cutter, just different people playing.
Kind of thought she was when she walked out in the street the first time I went, this is our new Tessmacher, okay. And then I went, no, he's not in this. So,
and this is a thing that happens in these sequelized superhero films where they start to write a known character and then realize, woo, this really boxes us in. Like if you make it a known character that has a history in those comics, we have to adhere to all of that history. And so they just make it something else, something that's got a lot less, knowledge in the heads of the audience.
And they started that way too, because you could tell it was like, okay, we're going to go in this direction this time around. They said, well, we've already kind of explored space, we've explored world level. Let's take Superman back to Smallville, and so they went down that path, which I thought was interesting because they even did it in the opening credits. In the previous movies, I think everything was like the openings were usually out in space, and they could have done that here with this the unbelievable satellite that was a weather monitor, but somehow could make weather too. But like the opening scenes.
Were general audiences in 1984 really, really dumb?
I think so.
Yes,
I think so.
Well, when it comes to technology, especially, I wouldn't say dumb. I would just say ignorant to how technology may work.
Well, computer stuff in '82 was boring. It's just mainframe stuff. It was like all command prompt, little green screen bull crap. It wasn't anything
We're
cool.
getting into basic small home computer.
Yeah, but
stuff,
it wasn't.
Right?
It wasn't cool yet. There wasn't like a revolution.
I might have had a TRS-80 color computer by then, from Tandy, but that's about it.
Yeah,
but I did like the opening. The opening scene was like one of my favorite things, even though it's in some ways
the big
terrible.
Rube Goldberg device of an entire street.
I kind of liked it. I thought it was a real special moment. I'm glad it exists because there's like the crawl, the text crawl, instead of being in space, is like halfway down.
Instead it was
the
like
screen.
shittily overlaid on top of
with the blur effect, so you could read it.
I didn't like
I would have liked that whole thing more if they were consistent with what was happening, because there were so many things where it was like, that would land on here and that would make this move and that would cause this ball to roll and cause this person to trip, etc. But then they'd have something like, a wind up penguin before it catches on fire, like distract somebody.
But it really established humanity as a character, right? They're oblivious.
Sure.
I think it did. They're oblivious. That's why we need Superman.
It also goes to great lengths to put you in a slapstick comedy mood.
Yeah,
Right.
because there's a lot of that in here.
Yeah, and you really need that. Like the very first scene is Richard Pryor online at the workplace
Unemployment.
Oh, right.
unemployment line.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's almost comedy, but it's also kind of sad. It's just
but he's really good at that. Richard Pryor's really good at playing that comedic tragedy thing going.
Totally is.
So going out into the street and these puppet penguins are all catching on fire like that. And then
what is this, Gotham?
A guy drives over. Later in the movie, there's so many unbelievable things, like pointing a satellite at another galaxy for any reason.
That was like the universe. Is there a trope for that, Randy? The universal satellite.
That's has to be right, because there's tons of movies. I feel like Michael Bay uses it a lot. It's like, aim the satellite, and now
nobody understands satellites. We can make this satellite do whatever we want.
We're calling it a trope, even if it doesn't have a name, because that thing's out.
But early in the movie, you don't want to go too far with the nonsense. So, like having a car drive over a fire hydrant and then fill up with the water, something about that is almost realistic.
That was such a cool stunt. No matter what you say, whether you think the idea is stupid, that stunt was cool as crap. It was shot so well.
Yeah. And then the sunroof apparently is just a foam rubber, and you just
and apparently the guy inside is an idiot.
Well, maybe I should open the door. No, I shouldn't open the door. Roll down the let me change the radio. Oh darn, radio's not working.
Yeah. So bad, man.
But it's like there are parts of this movie that are so interesting to look at and it starts with a lot of that stuff.
Yeah,
and it's and so you're very quickly you stop caring about the fact that there was a man or a team of men setting those penguins on fire. Like, you know what I mean? Like because it's so interesting to look at.
It is a city that has buildings, high-rise buildings with a snow peak. Come on.
Right.
Did you like a snow peak?
Right.
With Richard Pryor snowing down the hill
down the hill
and not dying?
Yeah.
Off the side of the building, and he's saved because he lands on a slope.
Yeah. I mean, he got most of he made like $4 million or something on this movie, which back then was a whole lot of a paycheck. So they had to cut everywhere else, especially like, hey, we can't pay Margot Kidder in anything but like coffee and donuts. Get her out of here.
Right.
He's on the cover, all right? On the poster is Richard Pryor, right?
Yeah.
It's Richard Pryor movie with Superman in it.
That is such a disappointing thing, though.
It is.
And it's not because Richard Pryor isn't an all-time talent. He is.
No,
everyone respects him and knows how amazing he is. One of the great comedians of all time. If there's a Mount Rushmore, he's right up there. But this is just the wrong mix.
I mean, I'm dangerously close to spoiling my Twitter post, but I mean, this is a Richard Pryor film with a cameo by Superman.
Yeah.
But also, I also look at this like they had already. This is such a weird thing for them to do that they came along and they filmed the first two Supermen at the same time. They didn't complete the project like they wanted to, but that was the plan from the start. They were so sure that Superman was going to be a hit. They went ahead and filmed the first two together, and then had a 7-film contract with this guy. And I'm like, so part 3, why not do something zany?
Yeah,
why not? Why not do something crazy?
And they really felt. I don't know if somebody said to Lester, "Hey, the first 2 films, we don't feel like it looked enough like a comic book. Make it look like a comic book." And the whole slapsticky thing and the don't walk guys fighting and
that was the worst.
God, that was the worst.
They could have cut that.
That was so bad, dude.
Yeah. I will say that this is the first movie in a long time that I've filled up a whole full page of notes in my app. And I was watching this on the plane, so it was basically iPad with the movie going, and then my phone furiously typing notes.
I made a ton of notes about this too, and I have to always give a movie a little credit for that. You've given me so much to think about and remember, even if I'm writing down, oh, that's dumb, this is weird. Like I have to almost call those positives. I'm curious about the rest of you. Like, is there some point where you're like, this movie is so damn engaging that's a positive for me, even though I'm engaging with the worst bits.
I would much rather have people write a lot of stuff about me because they like what I do than
the weird shit you did.
Than a lot of notes like ripping on every little thing that that I kind of screwed up.
Right.
That's what this felt like.
Sure.
If you blink, you would miss. So we've talked in the last couple episodes about, adding a little flavor to your character, right? So Richard Pryor, I'm assuming, brings in a yo-yo. That's his thing. And if you watch, you could actually miss it. He has a Gucci yo-yo by the end, right? He talks about how he's not getting anything, but by the end, he's got this giant. It keeps getting bigger too. At first, it's like he's got a Ricker-sized Gucci yo-yo, and it ends up being like hamburger size. And that's the kind of stuff I was writing in notes. I'm like, why am I writing this?
Why? There's a lot of that. You guys were both talking about extra notes. I just was checking mine. This is the most notes I've written in a long time. I don't know why is it inspired that? That's weird.
I don't know.
I mean, most of it's negative. Most of it's not me raving about it.
Because I mean, it's like stuff. I wrote down all expense paid trip to ... South America,
South
the entire continent.
Apparently, in 1984, again, audiences are dumb.
They don't know.
And they don't know
what.
There's a bunch of different disparate cities in South America.
Right.
No, they.
Okay, you're going to South America.
Our knowledge of stuff as a public was a lot more limited, and you couldn't just search the internet for it, right? So I mean, movie magic was a little bit maybe easier because not unless you were in that field, you didn't have a depth of knowledge.
Sure, I mean, and it was okay as a film goer. You just needed the moment. Like that's what's weird about today. There's more pressure on writers, directors, everybody to do a better job at that because everyone has supercomputers in their hands, in their pockets. We all understand the basics of it. For the most part, the education of that stuff went way up because of just regular everyday use for everybody. And so you can't get away with like the net. You can't do today. There's no way you get away with it in the 90s because everyone's still getting their head around what the internet does. But you can't do that movie now. And you have to respect this stuff. And these movies back then, as audience members, like I was too young to care anyway, but no one cared. It was
go ahead, Randy.
The Daily Planet is so interesting.
The Daily Planet. Look at it.
It's a thing that's so interesting, and it encapsulates everything wrong with this movie. How can you have the Daily Planet and Perry White and Jimmy Olsen and just nothing? I've got no interest whatsoever. It doesn't. Nothing happens there that drives the movie forward.
It's just office. If it's just office culture is all it really boils down to.
Why would you have a lotto ball machine to draw numbers?
Well, just to further establish, if we haven't banged you on the head enough here, technology is unwieldy, right? We can't control it.
It's computer.
It's computer. Everything's computer is what I heard.
I found myself really hoping when Jimmy Olsen goes to Smallville to take pictures, I was really hoping he would die. I'm like,
he didn't make it.
I mean, give me something to actually worry about with him.
Sideline Jimmy Olsen too, because I was so excited. I was like, at first I was like, oh, we're going to see a lot of Jimmy Olsen around this time around. And it's like first thing he does is something stupid, and he's taking pictures the rest of the.
They have their establishing stuff where Clark gets into work. Good morning, Lois. Good morning, Perry. Good morning, everybody. And then they're there for a very short hot minute, and then that's it. And I feel like that was they thought that was enough to say, here's your anchor point for the ongoing fandom from 1 and 2.
Right.
And now we're going to take you somewhere new. That's okay if you really blow my mind with somewhere new. But instead, you took him home. Lana Lang there, which, by the way, that actress plays his mom, or plays Superman's mom in Smallville.
Ed O'Toole.
Yeah, she's
really? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so she's Martha. Why do they say that name? But yeah, like that all just felt so wet flag. It's just like blah.
But I loved Annette O'Toole as Lana Lang.
She's good.
She does. She is really good in this. I really love that.
Yeah.
And when you look at the big picture of Superman's like stories over the comics and the movies and so on, like of course you bring Lana Lang to Metropolis and she gets a job at the Daily Planet because it's the only jobs in town or whatever. And like okay, yeah, it's love triangle, or Superman has to have interests other than Lois Lane. But in this movie, it's like Superman is just he's not ever going to be monogamous.
No, especially when he can form how many 20, 30 carats diamonds at his whim.
Yeah. That was.
It just gives it to her. I'm like, dude.
Yeah.
There's no way you would ever accept. She's rich.
Yeah, she's got all the money she needs.
Yeah,
also, him
walk away.
I had to admit, I laughed pretty hard when he's flicking nuts and breaking all the bottles.
Look. I mean, we've talked about some pretty good performances and pretty bad performances. I think that watching Christopher Reeve go dark Superman is actually really interesting.
No, he doesn't phone anything in. He's great. We love him. That's the thing. People are. I put up some clips and stuff over the weekend on social stuff, and people are like, "Gotta quit dumping on Christopher Reeves. He's the best." And I'm like, I know that he's the only thing here that's any good. This is a guy who's trying to get out of his freaking contract. I mean, honestly, between Superman 2 and 3, there was a movie called Death Trap where he full-on makes out with Michael Caine on screen. I think that was an attempt to get out of this thing. They're like,
anything, get me out of here.
Yeah, I'm gonna make out with a dude on camera. That should make people upset in 1979 or 80 or whatever the hell it was. It probably should have, but it didn't.
I just want to ask Scott, did you notice that Christopher Reeve's double.
Reeves.
Double.
Yeah, Reeve.
He's
double.
using the possessive. He's using the possessive.
Oh, gotcha.
Reeves's.
His body double had different hands than Christopher Reeve.
Oh no! Are
really?
they smaller?
No, I didn't
bigger?
notice that. That's
hairier.
Definitely hairier.
Nice.
Darker in color.
You talking about when he was strangling him,
choking himself?
Right. Yeah. There's a lot of Christopher Reeve's body double in this movie.
Yeah.
And it's because this movie is so hung up on process shots. This movie loves to paste shots over other shots. It's filled with it. It's almost all process shots.
Yeah, it's their whole effects budget was for this.
and so like you can't use that to have two Supermans, right?
Yeah,
you have to actually use another person, and so they have this other person, but he's cut off. You can't see the whole.
Well, if you look at the GIF I just put in there again, look at the arms, the way the arms they fade into each other.
They're pulling. I love it. I didn't notice that before. Why are you making me look at that? I was too busy looking at Christopher Reeve choke face.
And the hand change and all that. But if you look at the arms, there's a composite happening. It's real bad. It's really terrible.
I love it.
And every time he's flying, except the video game footage, and like every time anybody's outside at the city, it's a composite shot, and it's very well done. Like even the guys at the Leaning Tower of Pisa are in a composite shot.
Right.
Oh, that one is so obvious too.
Yeah, they were great.
I love those guys. It's almost like a stage play, like right in the middle of it. It's like, hey, let's do some stage stuff. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, it's like, hey, we have one of the great comedic minds ever working in our film for $4 million. Let's have these two chuckleheads no one knows do too many bits about the freaking Leaning Tower of Pisa.
Many bits.
That was dumb.
I did like the unringing of the bells that Superman had to go back through after being a dick. And each one of them, I was like, oh, he could unring that bell. He could unring that bell. It's like, oh, but he can't unsleep.
He can't.
The Olympics.
He can't relight the. I mean, he could with his laser vision.
Right, but
relight the
by that time, the Olympics are over.
Yes,
over.
exactly. There's not going to be a guy still sitting there looking at the bird.
You cannot unring that Superman bell of. He stuck it in Lorelei, okay? He did the dirty, right? Yeah. You can't unring that bell, Superman. Even if you do, lady. Look, lady, I don't know you. That wasn't me.
Yeah, that
Look
wasn't
here,
me.
Shaggy.
I'm not sure that would hold up in court, dude. She has to if she has to get paternity or whatever, paternity support. He's like, I don't know who she is.
That baby comes coming out flying around the room. We'll see. Super.
It's like that wasn't me. That was a dude who looks exactly like me with a 5 o'clock shadow and my suit and all my powers and everything. It's so stupid.
And I don't like how so many things gave us a window into the ideas of the filmmakers instead of just being movie magic. So like the whole thing with the Olympics, very poorly expressed, by the way. Like it's barely
I
an
kind of forgot
idea of what the Olympics actually looks like.
Yeah.
But the Olympics were being held in Los Angeles in 1984, and you can just feel the filmmakers going, "We need to touch on that cultural zeitgeist." You know,
I love Christopher Reeve looking bored and just like, how can I just really ruin these humans' day? It was just so brutal. I love it.
Well,
but I also love, look, they also spent a good bit of the budget, apparently. I didn't know this until I did a little deep dive, but Atari did that Superman game. Did you get that Superman video game?
Oh, I didn't know that was, what, a 5800 or something? It wasn't
5200.
5200. 58. They never made a 58.
But it didn't have Pac-Man noises.
It didn't have the Pac-Man. Tweet, tweet, tweet.
Bernie, Bernie.
I don't remember that game at all. I didn't have 5200, so that's probably why I don't remember it. But
oh man,
79. I guess
I had something that looked like that though on the 2600. It wasn't Superman, but it was a side-scrolling Superman flying, like he's just constantly flying video game. So
I want to make sure we're clear about this because I don't want to hear about it later. There was a Superman 3 video game for the Atari 5200,
but it got
created
canceled,
by Atari.
Right?
That was not what you saw in this movie. What you saw in this movie was film created by Atari for this movie.
This I just found a thing that claims it was unreleased, so now I'm very confused. I don't get it.
This is the game I had on the 2600.
There was a game
right there.
Right,
that is the Superman horizontal scroller.
It wouldn't make much sense for you to get that at home and then try to defeat Superman. What are you playing, the bad guy or something? But
you're shooting bombs are in the sky.
Holy shit! What is coming after him? What is that coming after Superman?
That's crypto. I don't know what that is.
Crypto.
It's
it looks
a skateboard.
like a skateboard. Yeah, it's exactly.
It's a space. It's the Silver Surfer. He just kicked him off.
How did we? This next one I'm going to send you. It's a Metropolis with a phone booth. You can tell because it's two squares, one of which has a phone in it.
This is the least
gorgeous.
This is the least understandable era of games. I mean, I know we had to start somewhere.
Yeah.
But come on. Look at this.
What's weird is as a kid playing like Combat or these other games that were just squares and rectangles, I was all in.
Oh, I love
I don't
Combat.
remember ever doubting what was going on.
I mean, that's the thing, because we didn't have anything better to look at. So I'm biased from time that has passed for sure. But
we were going to the theater seeing Superman 3. I mean, what do you think we was doing at home?
Yeah,
I mean, come on.
That's a good point. I mean, this was hugely disappointing. If you go back and read critic reviews at the time, 3 was just nobody liked it.
Yeah, I mean, it was such a departure from the first two. The second one was just, I think, just amazing with Zod and everything. It's such a dark tone, and then this one is just like it can't decide what exactly it wants to be, so it's both.
It's kind of both. And, we had a lot of people, younger listeners, say ahead of this episode, I'm sure we'll get some feedback on this, that the robot lady or the lady got mushed into the thing, scared the hell out of them as kids.
It does.
Really?
It's terrifying.
Is it? Is it?
Annie Ross? It really is.
Or was if you were 5.
Maybe it was if you were that age.
I think if you're 5 still.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying you see it now. I'm not going. I'm laughing my head off.
One of the biggest laugh out loud moments of the film for me.
Was it really?
Yes.
Interesting.
Because they're all like she's like Bionic Woman. It's like going shoo, 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 shoo.
But I think it was kind of effective when when she's being assembled. Once she walks out of it, I'm like, okay, that's silly. But when the stuff is hitting her, I'm like, wow, that is like a level of violence that we haven't seen yet. I mean, even though we've seen Superman choking Clark Kent choking Superman.
Yeah.
I'm like, that seemed even more violent way she was getting taken out.
I mean, I agree. If I'd have been like a little kid then seeing that, I would have gone, oh my gosh, what are we? That's horrifying. And then, I couldn't help but feel like, oh, this movie's
also, that's not how computers work with the network cables coming out.
Well, it was becoming self-aware, which has some analogs today, and there's some fun to be had there. But that whole scene just made me laugh.
But you gotta apply the whole. What's that?
It flew by. Like you got
it was
the supercomputer as a villain wasn't realized enough into the film for us to ever care.
Yeah.
It just suddenly happened, and then it's suddenly over.
It was like they were trying to come up with a Brainiac idea, and the two places they did it were half-assed. It was like,
Brainiac was supposed to be like the bad guy in this one, right?
Yeah, Brainiac and Mr. Mitzelpeck were supposed to be the villains, and Dudley Moore was going to play your Mitzelpeck.
Wouldn't that be
holy
crazy?
shit!
God, can you imagine Richard Pryor and Dudley Moore both in the same film?
Well, that's probably why they didn't do it. They couldn't afford it.
Couldn't do it.
Yeah, probably not.
Not at that time.
I do got to applaud we saw it later, much later in Office Space, but the idea that, if I write a program that takes all of the half cents and quarter cents and fractions of a penny and dumps them into account, nobody would ever miss them. Nobody would ever not, notice that they're gone. But I could,
except for Robert Vaughn.
Except for, yes, exactly. Yeah, but I mean, coming up with that idea long before Office Space did it.
Yeah. I'm sure it was always probably a security concern. It's just something that's probably already taken care of, but everybody goes, what happens to the half cent?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm sure somebody, the first time that happened, like, well, what we're doing was we're doing a fraction here and a fraction there. Like, well, what happens to those fractions?
Yeah.
And at that point,
don't you worry none about it, sweetie.
The wheels turned in somebody's head. And they said, what does happen with those fractions?
By the way, the guy that played Brad, I think he died. That dude died of COVID. That guy.
Oh, geez.
2021. Yeah.
The Smallville alcoholic.
Yeah. There's a story about him having COVID. Then another one just says it was heart failure. So maybe they were related. But yeah, he's mostly a result. Guess what he's most known for? Superman 2 and Willow. He played Eric in Willow, and I don't remember Eric. A-R-I-K. Who was Eric?
Eric and Willow. Oh, wait a minute.
I don't know.
Was he a little guy or is
Eric? Yes. No. What was? I think I do remember him in that. I think he was a bully in that too, wasn't he?
Probably. This is this guy's job. He bullies.
Yeah.
That's his whole thing. He was in The Descent Part 2. He was a bully. Midsummer Murders. He was a bully.
The guy with the blonde beard and the curly hair.
There you go. That's him.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. He's always a dick.
He's just a henchman.
He's also a Star Trek. He's one of our Star Trek connections. Not to jump ahead.
Hey, spoiler.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Well, anyway, however he died, we're sad to see you go, Brad.
You could almost see Brainiac being the Richard Pryor character.
I think that was the idea. It's like
that could have easily been right, because if
like
they would have had
creation of Brainiac,
Luther and Tessmacher, and then Richard Pryor becomes the
he becomes one with the computer,
right? Yeah. And then Tessmacher has to save.
They don't know it at this point.
Mm.
They don't have no idea. But later in Smallville, the guy who played Spike in Buffy the Vampire Slayer becomes Brainiac in Smallville, and that sort of like beginnings of the character are just about him being really smart. Like he's really smart.
Yeah.
And Richard Pryor in this movie, his character is really smart, and he realizes it really fast. Wow, he goes from being a bum to being able to do anything.
I'm not a bum
ever.
Right.
I also just have this general beef. You go from
General Beef.
You know what? General Beef would have been a better villain.
Is that who he is on stage when it looked like the lost member of the Village People?
Yeah, General
Beef.
Beef. He's fantastic. He went vegan though, so now he's General Artificial Beef. He's General Impossible.
Yeah.
But anyway, you go Lex Luthor. All right, cool. Laura specific. We have some fun with him, but in those early movies, Lex Luthor. Then you have General Zod in 2. Wow, General Zod from space. He's got henchmen. Oh man, General Zod's rough. Kneel before him and all that. And then you got Ross Webster.
Of Websco.
That's F. And he's
not a good
His
villain.
motivation in the beginning was to control the coffee market.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, and later on the oil market, you got to
say
very
that. You got to say
villainous.
that while you put your pinky up to your mouth, like Dr. Evil.
Yeah.
I'm going to control the coffee market.
Yeah, his whole vibe, man. And I like that actor. He's fine. What's his name again?
Richard Vaughn.
He's great. He's
he's
Robert Vaughn.
Robert Vaughn. Sorry.
Robert Vaughn. He's a Bond villain once, wasn't he?
He was. He was also in the Magnificent Seven. He was great in that.
It's just a jump to the left. He's our Rocky Horror Picture Show guy too.
We saw him in Towering Inferno as Senator Parker. Here on Film Sack, I'm trying to see if there's anything else that mattered with him. Not really, but he's got a very specific vibe, and I like him.
Blofeld? He was one of our Blofelds, right?
Oh, he might have been. Was he?
We haven't seen him yet in our rewatch.
Okay.
But he was in Towering Inferno, like Scott said, but there's another movie that we've sacked that he was in. And it's a movie where I remember nothing. I've got no even blip of a memory for this
Did
movie.
we watch Escape to Witch Mountain?
No.
Nope.
Okay.
I want to.
I do too.
I wouldn't. As a kid, that was a big whoop.
Yeah.
Big whoop.
I got to share with you my favorite thing about Robert Vaughn. Holy
Okay.
holy
You got a
shit,
thing?
this is shocking. Okay, here you go. So they give you this little rundown. It's like a little bit of trivia, some quotes, trademark, and then it tells us his nickname was Bob.
Bob, get out of here, Robert.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know.
14 out of 15 people found this interesting.
Yeah. It's such a weird thing to say. It's like some guy named Thomas went by Tom
Yeah,
sometimes.
it's like
Yeah.
it's kind of everybody who's Robert has a nickname Bob,
Yeah.
whether they like it or not.
Yeah, I want it to be something like, I don't know, Sticky Fingers Bill or, weird name.
Oh, that'd be good. Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Something like that.
Sticky.
But yeah, the biggest problem I have with the movie in the end is just really inconsistent tone. I just wanted it to be, if you're going to be a comedy Superman movie, go ahead and lean all the way in. If you're going to be a darker take on some of the aspects, then lean all the way in. But instead, it's this really inconsistent back and forth, and I didn't know when I was supposed to go, oh, that's terrible.
Right.
Oh, now he's in a rapper ball thing. That's not good. Oh, no.
Comic booky things, but then like a little more serious things with the dark side and
Right.
Yeah,
apparently black kryptonite, by the way, is what can split a Kryptonian into a good and
because
evil
the
version.
tar. They should have made it black.
Oh, they should have. That would have been. Why not?
Oh, why didn't they do that? That's dumb. Wait, is that how we get? Is that I don't know this, but is that how we get the origin of Bizarro, or is there some other?
No, I think it's something else. I don't know how we get the origin of Bizarro.
I mean,
'cause
Bizarro in the movie.
This was a later thing, apparently, in the comics and in the Berlanti verse too.
Right.
But,
Whatever they wrote for Bizarro was like retconned, I'm sure. because
Yeah.
Probably
originally
many
it was just-
times.
Sure.
Yeah. The new thing, the new movie, the Gun movie, suggests a possible introduction of Bizarro and how it might have started.
What I was expecting as a stinger at the end of the film. I'm like, oh, well, here's how we get Bizarro. But,
They didn't do it.
yeah.
I don't know if they're ready to
I'm
commit. It's
looking-
probably a hard thing to commit to. Who knows?
I could have sworn that Richard Vaughn played Robert Vaughn. Thank you, Robert Vaughn.
I went
James
deep on this.
Bond.
I went deep on this. No, he was the James Bond character in The Man from U.N.C.L.E. He was Napoleon Solo.
That's what it was. Okay.
We knew he had
God,
spy
I can just
stuff.
visualize him with the Nehru jacket in one of those early Bond movies, but it was somebody who
Same.
looked a lot like him.
Same.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
nope.
yeah.
I just spent 5 minutes like going really deep on this guy. Like, are we sure he was never? Nope, he was never in a James Bond movie.
That's funny.
Dang,
Okay.
man. I was right there with you, dude. I thought he did.
Yeah.
I could just see him talking all like monologuing to Bond while a laser's coming to his
Totally.
crotch or whatever. Yeah.
That's the vibe he was carrying.
He would have made a fine Lex Luthor, I think. Like he would have been okay.
You don't mean
as-
sexy. You mean like a decent one.
They could just rolled into it and said, "This is our new Lex Luthor." I would have been fine with that. That wouldn't have bothered me at all.
I still can't believe they got Hackman for 4. I still can't believe it.
Yeah.
How did they do that? How did 4? Well, we know how 4
My
happened.
question, probably money meets need.
But can you imagine like 3 is such a
Charles Gray is the one I confused. I just found a photo.
Oh,
of him. That's the guy.
does he look like
That's
him?
the guy I think was I get confused with Robert.
Oh, you know what?
Oh,
Fair
wow.
point, dude. That's a lot like him. Boy, that collar, he's got it
That
way up there.
collar's great.
That whole look is a statement with that long cigarette.
That photo, I can smell that photo.
Oh,
Yeah.
you want to see the photo you can smell? It's
Yeah.
this one right here. If you don't look at this photo and think, then
Oh my, he is making a face. We got to post that. In our
That's
Patreon.
great.
That's
You know
gotta-
what? That's going up in
we
the
gotta
post.
share
Yeah.
that.
yeah.
What is he? Is he trying to smile or frown or grimace? What is this?
He's trying to make the biggest cleft
Something's
between
gotta
his
come out.
eyebrows as possible.
I think he's got every expression in that one shot.
Right.
all human expression expressed in one photo. Amazing.
That's
While we're over here on IMDb, I want you just to take one darn good look at the number of photos that they have for this movie is over like 335. I don't
Really?
think I've ever seen this many photos
For Superman
from a
3?
film.
Really?
Yeah, for Superman 3.
Wow.
Oh, you're kidding me.
You could probably stitch this together and just watch the movie over here. Just
Oh, you're absolutely right. Why so many?
that
Jeez.
is
I don't know.
crazy.
Also, I forget they did do that. I forgot they did that. There's
Oh wait, I forgot about the big cowboy styrofoam cowboy hat that Richard Pryor. That's probably the first time I've ever seen one of
Oh, yeah.
those.
yeah, it's pretty cornball, dude.
With their little flying contraptions. Oh my God.
If you're just listening to us and not seeing any of this, well, I guess you couldn't see it either way. We don't do video, but you guys should go look at these photos. There's some real bangers in
IMDb.
here. Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, if I was blowing all the oil back into a giant tanker, I would probably not try to seal it up with heat vision because
it just like catch the whole thing on fire and make it explode.
You're going to explode the entire thing, you big dumbass.
I wrote down Superman is putting welders out of work, and that's what's happening in the world of Superman. The job of welding is a terrible, terrible job. Like now, you just got to let Superman come fix your torn metal.
I just don't know how you control. It's that same heat vision, that same laser vision that would pierce through metal. So how is he able to stop it a few inches in front of his face to make it just
He's got
weld?
some serious control. I mean, because he can freeze a lake, fly it over a fire, and let it rain, baby.
All they needed to do, by the way, with that boat, all they needed to do was have Superman fly up, rip some panel off the top of the boat, and then weld that over the hole, and we're good.
Yeah,
I'll tell you this. I did not see acid playing such a major role in this film.
Really? Because have you seen any superhero movies ever?
Yes, I have, but man, I didn't see it coming because they're all like, "Oh, this acid can't get hot because it's going to explode." And I'm like, "Okay, that was the point for that whole scene there. We're done with this acid. Don't have to worry about it." And then later on, he comes back and he's got it hidden behind his back because I guess computers can only see in front of them. I don't know.
You know what's dumb though? He blows acid on his twin there. As if he was just soaking in the acid. He was literally in a vat of the acid. And I assume this means his suit is resistant to the acid. That's fine. But the other guy is also superpowered, and it's just his suit melting off. Big deal. Like, what's the big deal? That was dumb.
Is it weird that I also had the biggest problem I had with that scene was not that the fact that there was some kind of disappearing Superman and appearing Clark, but the fact at the end that when he becomes... when he beats Superman, then he rips his shirt back open and he's got another costume. So it was like he was in a costume and now he's out of the costume and now the costume is on him, but he was inside the costume and it was just too many Inception levels for me.
It's a lot. It's a lot. I wasn't sure how many layers he was wearing that day. It was a little confusing.
Hot.
By the way, I got another beef. Here's a quick visual beef. Sorry, these photos. These photos are reminding me of all kinds of things.
Yeah.
There's no way that old 70s ass 60s car holds all that water and keeps it sealed like that. When he pulled that dude out of the sunroof.
Absolutely not, but it was still, I'll stand by, one of the best stunts in the movie.
I don't know, man. That was I couldn't park my brain on it. It was really hard for me. And then the other thing I wanted to say is, for the first time ever, I think I found an actual photo that I would think if I saw it sight unseen was AI. That image right there, there's something about it.
That initially, the first glance at that, I was like, well, that's not Chris Reeve. Who is that?
Yeah.
Who's that,
it's got and there's a smoothness to it and like
smooth.
There's something very AI about it.
Convincing.
Like you'd expect the no, whatever it says in the back, the sign that says no something, you'd expect that to be spelled wrong or something, or one of his fingers to be missing.
Peanuts.
Yeah.
Does he have what's that in front of him? Is that an Apple Watch without? Oh, that's an iPod Nano sitting on the
iPod Nano.
The bar in front of him.
Yeah. Anyway, there's
everybody's.
I'm sorry, you had to share the photo of the thing that made me yell and wake a baby up. So there was a baby sleeping upstairs.
Come on,
and I went, "You have to be kidding!" at the top of my lungs, and my wife yells down, "Shh, the baby's sleeping."
What I shared was the walk, don't walk sign that's stacked in so the computers have taken over essentially and everything is mayhem. And for some reason it's animated. So I don't know.
It's terrible is what I know.
So bad. Yeah. It took me, I mean, it was a movie that already took itself right out of the movie for me, but that took it even further out of the movie.
So the people understand, if you've seen the movie, the part where they're wrestling up in that sign, that is where my problem with Starsky and Hutch was with the birds.
Yeah.
That's the same issue.
Yeah, sure.
Yep. It's like too far.
At least in Starsky and Hutch, you could tell yourself, "Oh, I'm supposed to be high."
Yeah.
Like it's giving me the view of something through the lens of having done drugs.
Right.
This movie,
I like
this movie, like,
for it. Yeah.
And also, this movie seems to want that kind of thing to go unnoticed by the people that are just living their lives.
Yeah,
and
humans
that's weird.
As a whole are super ignorant of everything. They're babies.
Yeah.
The whole world is babies. And that's why I think it was told from Superman's viewpoint. He's like, this world's full of babies. I'm trying to save them.
We also had a similarity in the Lived Free Die Hard thing with the computer taking over all the lights and
I thought about
in the
that
city.
too.
Yeah, I couldn't help but notice that.
Yeah.
Totally photo retouched over Brad's mustache. What is this? Oh,
Yeah, if you look at that,
Another Superman retouch mustache.
it
Dadgummit.
is like if you look at that photo of Brad Wilson, Allstate 64, it's a very bad photo retouch job that covers up his mustache.
Now I get to defend what they did in the later one by going, hey, there's precedent.
There's precedent for Superman mustache removal.
all right. Well, you just brought up another issue I had with the timeline of the film. When they're at the high school reunion, they're all dancing 50s music. They're dancing to 50s music, but they're supposedly in high school in the mid 60s. It's nothing that did not work.
Right.
For
I was
me.
trying to figure out because the original was supposed to be present day in 77, 78. And so then you back out
84.
15 years. So yeah, I couldn't.
So he goes to his 20th high school reunion, right?
Yeah.
So he Superman. I mean, we could just say Superman's 38, but I mean that doesn't really count for him.
Yeah.
Like it counts for everybody else.
Everybody but him.
Superman ages weird, right? So, but nonetheless, they're supposed to go back, and meet people that they knew 20 years ago, and some of these people are made up to look way old.
But they also expressed in it through Richard Pryor's looking down the streets of Smallville that they were totally out of time as well, right? So they were
yes. But Smallville is very strange, and they depict this by filming in Canada.
Yeah.
Small town America, aka Canada. Yeah.
That's right. We're in Alberta for this movie, and it's like Smallville doesn't make sense. The same way that the people don't make sense, and it's hard to explain. You just got to watch this movie and take in, Smallville has all of these wheat brokers.
I like the fact that Webster's or Webco had already taken over Smallville essentially. So Lex Luthor's corporations apparently are out of the picture, and is because even the combines and stuff that nearly ran over Billy. Is that his name?
Bill? No, Ricky.
Ricky.
Yeah.
Billy Ricky. They were all, everything was Websco centric. Out there. He had taken over town.
Okay, I thought that was one of the best, the most simple, fine parts of the movie was, Superman goes on a picnic. I'm bored out of my mind.
Right.
But Billy runs a good half mile away.
Billy Ricky. Yep.
Ricky, whoever. The kid
Billy Ricky.
runs.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
The kid runs a great distance. It's amazing. And then, he gets ambushed.
He finds the only rock.
Yeah. Right.
In Smallville. And puts
so now
his head on it.
Now he's out there and he happens to be in front of the combines that are on their way, and Superman figures it out, goes and saves him. And
I think Billy Ricky's dog is bad. I think that's what the problem was.
Why didn't Bobby, Ricky, Billy? Why?
Yeah.
Why? I'm sorry. Why didn't Superman just scoop him up? I will never know. I do not understand. Superman can scoop people up so fast. But he needs to commit violence against a combine. All right.
That poor kid is definitely coming out of his paycheck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. And by the way, do you think combine drivers believe that there are big, huge rocks in those fields? I don't think so.
Yeah. No, exactly. That's gonna. The kid saved the combine from screwing up its blades.
Well, except for Superman Bennett, but otherwise, Batman, Superman,
Batman, Superman.
Batman, Superman.
Well, you can tell also not just the stubble, but also his costume about 2 shades darker.
I appreciated that because they really did, and they didn't just darken that one. They actually also brightened his other things too. So they really flipped it.
It's from his evil sweat is what happened there.
His evil sweat
has the power to darken his suit.
There's something about all those harvester machines moving real slow. That just I don't know. It just doesn't work.
No,
I don't know why
it doesn't because they're slow. You just said it. They're too slow.
Yeah.
It's not exciting. You can't make that as good.
Running side by side too. I don't know if that's how Farmville works and Farmville, Smallville.
It's if you need to plow a big field quickly,
in
then
the
you
next
use
5
multiple
minutes.
harvesters.
Yep, there you go.
Exactly. It's almost like people who have a sit down riding lawnmower, but they only have one strip of grass.
Yeah.
They just basically drive it back
zero
and forth
turn.
every.
I know a guy like that who's got a really fancy riding lawnmower, and he's got barely a lawn. It's annoying to me.
Yeah.
Real
He's out
quick,
there 5 minutes.
before we get anywhere near clips, I wanted to share this real fast. So I just put it in here. I did a little deep dive yesterday. I wanted to know where the kid from the first movie, the little young Clark Kent baby, went.
Turd.
Look at the smoke wagon he is today, dude.
He could be a Lex.
Smoke wagon.
He is a hottie. If I liked the dudes, I'd be like, hey.
Yeah.
He looks a
You
little
don't
like
like the dudes?
kind of
Super baby.
Lex Luthor. Well, I'm not.
Speaking of smoke wagons, I just want to draw your attention back to IMDb because I love the one thing here in here, which is Robert Vaughn's IMDb photo. He is holding a modified Walther P38 gun. And it's like,
good.
If you can get your IMDb photo to be you holding a gun, that is so freaking cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Although,
everybody else in the movie, they're just people in a picture.
just hanging out.
Yep.
Yeah. What's Mark McClure up to these days, who played Jimmy? What's he doing? Let's see.
Jimmy.
Yeah.
God, he was
Dave. I forgot he was Dave McFly in Back to the Future. I always forget that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dave.
right.
He's the brother.
The older brother. Yeah.
Always forget that.
I never forget that because that is
He was somebody named Jerry in Zack Snyder's Justice League. He was
I don't know about that.
Officer Ben Shadowski in Justice League. He was he keeps coming back for that shit.
Yeah, he's always coming back. He's Jimmy, man.
You know what? He's getting work done. He's all right.
Yeah, but by far in his career, he is Jimmy Olsen.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah.
And I think he's actually a pretty good one, you know?
He is.
When he's being used properly.
They cast Jimmy Olsen really well all across the board. Like the new Jimmy Olsen's fantastic. This Jimmy Olsen's great.
Yeah. When you use him, when you don't just toss him to the side.
Right,
And
when
he
you don't
basically has
break
to be
his
the one
leg.
that gets into trouble. If it's not Lois Lane who requires Superman's help saving her, it's got to be Jimmy Olsen.
Oh, speaking of which, the cat in the. I realize we get some closure because she comes back and meets Lana, but she really is the cat in the.
But
sink.
why
Lois
even?
Lane is?
Yeah.
Why not? Why even have her?
I wrote down Olympic Flame is the kitten in the sink.
For me, the chick in the bucket is that scientist in the fire. There's a scientist in the middle of the building in the fire who's I ain't leaving. I'm not going to leave.
And
that guy gets a lake dumped on his head. And then he is just
good point.
standing there in wet. He's wet. The rest of the movie, he's just standing out there wet.
He is wet.
And while he's in there, he's trying to get everything back under control, right? And then Superman shows up and says, I'm going to take some of your acid with me. And he just flies off and it's like, okay, Superman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's pretty great. I mean, he's not so much as a kid. You know, it's like the resolution on that guy. The resolution is he dead. He gone.
He just drank the acid. Let's face it. That's what he did.
He's out of there. And then for gross, no one's going to get it. I'll just say it.
Gross. Oh, I have a guess.
Oh, guess.
It's when the guy kisses the money. Like he.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, shit. You actually got it. Damn it. You got it.
Like he kisses paper money. Can you remember?
money.
I wrote it. That's what it was. It was the guy at the ATM that kept spitting out things, and he kisses it. It's like, oh,
yeah. Don't put money anywhere near your mouth ever. It's so gross.
And it comes out in fat packs. Where's the ATM?
Yeah.
I love that.
Oh, I'd love it. I've never had that happen at an ATM.
No.
That'd be
I'm sure
great.
it's just some guy on the other side just shoving it through the window.
Yeah.
Here you go.
It's one of those ATMs.
I finally spent the last $20 bill I had in my wallet from TMS Vegas in May.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I do that
I've
too,
never
man.
used cash.
So weird.
I'm having a little bit of movie confusion because after I watched Superman 3, I watched Good Morning Vietnam. And,
Oh, wow. Okay.
Robin Williams keeps pulling money out and handing it to people throughout that whole movie. And the money looks so dirty. It's like, I can't stop thinking about it. So I'm not having a hard time remembering Superman 3 with money.
Never kiss the money. That's just the rule.
Never kiss the
Yeah.
money.
Was it who kisses the money?
The guy at the
Was it
ATM early on
ATM
is
guy.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
When everything goes haywire, yeah, there's a guy who just keeps getting money and he stuffs it in his pants.
Yeah, and he kisses a bunch of it, which is really
Yeah,
And he puts it in his pants and he pulls it back out and kisses it again. Then puts
Right.
it back
Yeah.
in his
So he
pants
like
straight.
rubs it on his junk.
yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, and then second place goes to Rapey Superman, just as a follow up. I don't like it when
I
he's-
can't get past that storyline. I mean, I was like, surely there, because I was thinking he can recover from any of these bad things he's done. But then when he actually they implied that he slept with her, I was like, we can't undo that. I mean, how you gonna explain that to Lana and Lois and whoever else you're sleeping with? You
and the
super
answer
slut.
is I don't know you, ma'am, is not good enough. Sorry.
That was the best.
Because you know what he remembers? Everything else about his time being evil. He remembers all of that because now he's like,
He
no,
has
I'm
to
good
go back
again.
and undo it all.
Yeah, that was some bullshit.
That was fantastic.
That was a Me Too moment in the movie for me.
It was. I felt Me Too.
I didn't
right
like
there.
it.
That's
all right, well, let's get to some clips, guys. We got clips for this film.
When you're a superhero, you can get away with it.
That's right. That's what they say. All right, here you go. Here's some clips. I'm going to start with this one. This is a robot telling you where your drink is.
Your drink is on its way.
Whatever, dude.
I actually love that.
Yeah, but it didn't exist.
That should be my ringtone.
Your drink is on its way.
Your drink is on its way.
No, that should be playing constantly in the ears of Brad because that's all that guy cared about was drinking. Worst fake computer sound in film sack history, possibly. At least I would enter it into the competition. Here you go. Yeah, nothing made that sound. Sounds like birds dying.
It does.
Let's see. This is funny. Perry White.
A photographer eats with his camera.
No.
Eats with his camera.
You get the lens all oily and stuff.
Yeah, you'd scoop up the soup with your camera. No.
With the lens cap. Gross. All right, I don't know. You couldn't have said bingo or some other word.
Bazinga.
So they said this.
It's time for you to draw this month's winning Jingo number.
Jingo?
Jingo. Yeah. Jingo Unchained.
Why couldn't they have said bingo or lottery or some? It's not like those are copyrighted.
Anything else. Yeah.
Jingo number.
Yeah, the
Jingo.
place is called the Daily Planet. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
The Daily Planet's daily Jingo number. Lame. Here's Lois saying, say.
Say.
All right, it's about the third line she got or something like that.
Third of 5.
Yeah, really wasn't much. Here's a good what from Clark Kent.
What?
What?
Yeah.
What?
It's great. I love that one. That's sticking around, I think. I'm keeping that one. Here is what's this? Oh, you guys heard this before.
There must be a gallon of potato salad left over.
Yeah, there is.
Dude, there was like 8 gallons. No way that was a gallon. Maybe a Smallville country gallon.
I forgot to capture it, but she puts a spoon in it and moves it around, and it made a really disgusting sound.
Is that how potato salad is measured by the gallon?
I don't know. It's a really good.
That's what, right here in,
Proper.
Yeah.
Is it
correct.
Is
Yes.
that true?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You buy it in quarts, but a gallon is 4 quarts.
I did not know that.
right.
Okay.
I would have thought you'd say.
You want some hash?
Well, I mean, how do you do soup? I guess that's gallon too.
Gallon of soup. Sure.
Okay, you're just not used to those numbers.
Don't eat a gallon of soup. I'm
Yeah.
just saying. Just
No, you get
not in one sitting.
You get the shitty shits.
Yeah.
No.
Don't know what.
I don't know. Too much mayonnaise?
Oh, the mayonnaise line. Yeah. Oh.
Gallon of mayonnaise, probably.
Here is her lamenting her state.
Why do I stay in Smallville?
I don't know.
Why?
Why? What's going on? I'm going to be a Martha here in about 20 years. Run it past me again.
Run it by me just one more time.
Thank you, Robert. Bob. Sorry, call him Bob for nicknames. His name is Bob.
That's good. Yeah.
Today, something.
My old friend, you are yesterday. Whoever pulled this caper is tomorrow.
Stop it.
Oh, tomorrow.
Just stop it. So stupid. That's not. That's. It's supposed to be clever. That's not clever.
No.
Guy trying to control the market around coffee. That was some bullshit. All right. I don't know why I'm so annoyed with this character. I just am. This is some other line.
I can't have anyone with me who isn't with me.
It's another one of those.
I can't have anyone but
Yeah.
me. Who
It's
isn't
like
with me?
It's like he's reading Roget's Thesaurus, and he just wants to come up with pithy statements.
Here's something about being simple.
I ask you to kill Superman, and you're telling me you couldn't even do that one simple thing.
He's the strongest being on the planet, maybe the universe.
I think that was the joke.
Is it? Because it was poorly said. Like,
well, Yeah.
He says he basically said he didn't have a reaction to our fake kryptonite. And he's like, all you had to do was kill Superman. You couldn't even do that one thing. That's not a joke. That's just a shitty line, I think.
Yeah, you're right. It is a shitty line.
Yeah. That maybe was meant for a joke.
Smeared all over the page.
Here's some music when you're feeling horny. Can't believe they did that.
Gotta be saxophone. You can't spell sex without sax.
Saxophone.
Saxophone.
Brad.
You better start appreciating old Brad.
Okay.
Old Brad.
Talking
about third person.
Yeah,
Love it.
I love it too. Laughing Superman, bad Superman laughing is pretty good. There you go. And then the sound of Superman getting over kryptonite. Oh, okay.
Wow. I'm glad that wasn't
anything else.
His super sex on the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, Gooner Man. That's what it was.
Gooner Man. Oh my God.
All right. Well, there's that. Let's do this.
I just want to file a quick complaint.
You want to file a complaint? Go ahead. File the complaint during the intro song.
I needed
there.
a lot more of you playing us. Richard Pryor dressed up like George Patton.
Yeah.
Making up whatever he needed to say to get everybody's attention.
If I had liked any of that, I would have.
I was ready to fast forward that part.
Yeah,
I was like, God,
it's really bad.
His General Patton costume was amazing.
It might have.
It was great to look at.
It was good to look at, but I don't think anything he was saying was notable.
It went on forever.
Yeah, I didn't like it. All right, moving on down the road to the where is it? The Film Sack checklist. Like James Bond farted and they made a movie villain out of the fart. Check.
Yeah.
Here I am going after Bob again. Let's see. Gus is short for August, and Superman is short for September Man. I don't know why I wrote it that way.
Okay.
I never. By the way, so this is an admission of guilt here. I didn't know that Gus. I never knew Gus was short for August.
Gus.
Yeah, I didn't either.
It's wild. If that's true, I mean, I'm taking.
I still don't know it.
I'm taking the word of the movie on this because they said it early on. But
paycheck, or I guess the lady at the unemployment office says it too.
Yeah, I never knew that.
Where I grew up, Gus was short for Gustavo.
Oh. Could be short for Austin as well, or no? No, there's no G in
I
there.
thought it was short for gushing.
Gushers, the
candy,
the sweet treat for children. And then finally, really should have ended it with this one. Check. That is, I believe that very wholeheartedly. Let's get to the Star Trek connections. Hey, Randy, what? You're not going to tell me 4 was good?
Randy.
You're not going to tell me 4 was good or worth it?
No, I'm just remembering when we sacked it, and I think we liked it as about as
overall.
Much as
I think compared to, I think they're both horrible, but I think 4 edges it out a little.
Right.
4 had no budget. Famously had no budget, so the effects work was so, and like the stuff here looked like, ILM did it compared to that.
Okay.
Anyway, I can't. I mean, it's obviously in our past, and I don't remember very well.
Very, very few connections because of the time this movie was made. But I'll give you one Star Trek connection. Gavin O'Herlihy, who played Brad, was in an episode of Star Trek Voyager. He was a alien.
Gavin O'Herlihy? Oh my gosh!
Yeah, Gavin O'Herlihy.
Did he have a pot of gold at the end of his rainbow?
Yeah, right. That's the name.
Jeez.
And let me give you 2 Marvel connections. I don't know if you're going to find this interesting, but Barry Dennen, who played Dr. McLean in this movie, was in Lego Marvel Superheroes as the voice of Mandarin. That's all right.
Nice,
I guess. And most importantly, Annette O'Toole, who played Lana Lang in this movie, was in Marvel's The Punisher.
Oh,
that's right.
Oh, really? Okay.
Wait, which the show?
The Netflix.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. She played a character named Eliza Schultz.
Oh, if you were going to say Martha, I was going to shit myself.
I love the fact, by the way, that we're getting Punisher, Hulk, and Scorpion in the next Spider-Man movie.
Yeah,
reportedly.
dude, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Martha's dead in part 3, by the way.
Martha who?
Martha in the movie.
Oh,
yeah, because they said, and your mom did. Yeah, your mom's dead.
Oh,
they just dropped that little gem right in in one scene. It's like, then your mom died, and I was like, what?
Oh, I thought I missed that entirely somehow.
I did too.
Smashed the brakes.
That was like in Smallville.
Yeah.
So wait, who?
Annette O'Toole, Lana Lane uttered that utterance.
Wow.
and then went on to play her later. That's crazy. So hold on a second though. Who did they say Pa Kent was dead as well, or just he's still around?
They didn't say.
And he never went and visited.
They didn't go visit, so I'm assuming so.
Yeah, what a shit son. Never went and saw his dad.
Yeah.
His poor widowed dad. Oh my gosh, Clark Kent.
He's a bad
sorry,
guy.
Dad, I'm in Smallville. No time to visit.
No time
All
to
right, see
talk,
ya.
right?
Yeah. It's like, here's how it went. Clark, did you visit your dad?
What?
All right, anyway.
No, he went back in time and he was dating his mom, Back to the Future style.
Right.
All right, let's get to the Star Trek connection. Oh, we did. Thank you, Randy, for that.
Yeah. You want to do it again?
No, let's do soundtrack grade instead. I'm going to get it an Orovig, which is Orovig. Only the one bit is good. The part where it's, John Williams part. That's it.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's it. Everything else in between was not him and was bad, and they all should be ashamed of themselves. It was not good.
You should be ashamed. You should think about what you've done.
Yeah.
I didn't hate it. Like I actually wrote down like this is pretty okay.
You thought it was all right. All right.
That's all right.
You know what?
It felt very movie of the week to me. Exactly.
I mean, I know that's not the theme or the soundtrack, but
I mean, it was of its time. Like in 1984, you get Ken Thorne to make some music that isn't, that doesn't stick out.
Yeah,
and it didn't stick out.
Yeah.
It would have been great if they could have done the saxophone going.
Like a slow version in the bedroom. Oh, I love that.
And Ken Thorne was old by this point. Like he was the composer of Richard Lester's Choice in many films, like in the 60s.
Note we have not even talked about Richard Lester until now, the director.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Who
did
that's
the
right.
Beatles' Hard Day's Night? Like
kind of
one
punk
of the
rock
very
filmmaker.
first earliest. Yeah.
I agree. He did the Three Musketeers movies. Well, he did one called The Three Musketeers, which was well received, and then did The Four Musketeers a year later, which is a very weird thing to do. But I think his last thing, let's see, he died. No, he's still around, that guy.
Richard Lester?
Yeah.
No way.
He's still alive, it says.
No way, dude.
Or at least his death isn't reported here. I don't know.
He would be 100.
Yeah,
it's happened.
It claims he directed. Why does it claim he directed Superman 2? Is there some controversy around him taking over or something?
Oh my god.
Yeah. Well, he did. Did we talk about this?
Did we talk about
I'll
it?
keep it brief. It's a really interesting story. They filmed 1 and 2 together at the same time, but then they only got like 80% of 2 done. So then they was like, nope. And they decided to go with a different director, and he re-edited it and everything, and there's a cut. Anyway, so 2 was weird.
Yeah.
Weird.
He's 93, still alive.
Damn, still rocking it. Okay.
Yep.
Well, probably
he's our 5th Beatle, man.
Yeah, he is. Jeez Louise.
He made a funny thing happen on the way to the Forum, which is a great movie.
Never saw it.
He's also outliving everyone in his movie. This Superman 3 movie. Nobody's alive. Some of them are.
Wow, no kidding. Yeah,
maybe
true.
he's
a few of them
the
are
real
around.
Superman.
He's
He
a
might
person
be
of interest now.
Yeah. And funny enough, directed a bunch of episodes of Person of Interest.
Oh,
just kidding. I made that.
That'd be great
up.
if it was true.
I wish it was true. All right. Well, let's get to the sound. Or no, where are we now? We're doing the soundtrack
sound
grade. I
media
already
post.
did that. We're doing the social media post. This is where in 200 Katie characters. Jeez Louises. Sum it up in 280 characters. There we go. Or less. And let's start this week with Randy.
Superman 3. When Superman returned to Smallville's grace, he found his past and met a softer pace. No world to save, no foes with laser eyes, just picnics there beneath the Kansas skies. This man of steel, struck low by tainted stone, became an ugly shit with pout and moan. He drank in bars and flicked his nuts through rye, and then we watched him punch himself and fly.
I think you're going to say in the thigh, but I don't know why I thought that. Brian Dunaway.
This guy. Superman 3. Watch the Man of Steel battle his greatest enemy. The movie-going audience. Hashtag Superman touched me. Hashtag see you in 9 months. Hashtag Maury.
Hashtag see you in 9 months. That's a long hashtag.
It is.
Which also uses hashtags wrong, but that's fine. I like it.
Right.
Brian Ibbett.
Hashtag kiss my butt.
Half Sense. Richard Pryor stars as a down-on-his-luck man who discovers he's good with computers, featuring a cameo by Superman.
There you go. See, that still worked, even though you kind of hinted at it earlier.
And Half Sense is like a punny name for you could see it as a comedy movie because he's got half sense.
I completely agree. Yeah.
Fits
really
right in
good
with this film.
Yeah, nicely done. Well,
hashtag he's no brainiac.
On that note, we've got our alternate titles. This was almost called Superman 3, A Prior Engagement, but spelled prior. Or Superman 3, Let's Do Margot Kidder Dirty. That almost happened.
Wow.
I mean, they did that, but they didn't title it.
That is dark.
It is dark.
We got an email here I want to read real quick that is about this movie. Filmsack@gmail.com is where it came from. Alex from Savannah checking in. He says, grew up watching Superman 3, one of the first VHS tapes I remember having. I actually forgot the ending of how he beat the computer, and please confirm all of Little Ricky's dialogue was voiceover. Clark Kent better pick Lana 10 times over Lois Lane. Am I right?
Agreed.
Yeah, she's. I mean, as much as I don't like Margaret Kidder getting, moved off the map here,
right.
Lana Lang's your.
Lana Lang's a hottie.
Yeah,
I
always
just want
has
him
been.
to pick. I want him to pick Laura Leigh because she's the. She throws herself at her.
Yeah.
Herself at him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I have a scene here where she grabs her boob and he grabs his wiener.
What?
There you go. All right.
What?
No, there's okay. So just really quick. She's stranded herself on top of like the Statue of Liberty or something, a bridge tower or something.
Mm-hmm.
And he flies up and he's like, "Do you need help?" And she's like, "Well, I need your help." Then he moves and stands so that his crotch is right next to her
Right
face.
next to her face.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice job, movie. Gross. Somebody call that 93-year-old and tell him nasty. All right. Let's get to this quick text to voice or voice to text thing. Text to voice. That's what I'm trying to say. This came from Jamie. I don't think it picked the right voice for him. And also it added background music. And this isn't, I don't know how this worked. But anyway, here it is.
Greetings, Scott, Brian, and Randy. I came across a movie that has Film Sack written all over it. I give you 2002's Tiptoes with an absolutely stacked cast, including Gary Oldman, Matthew McConaughey, Peter Dinklage, and Kate Beckinsale. Oldman plays a dwarf, and they, I shit you not, have him walking around with shoes on his knees and tie his arms back to make him appear to have shorter arms. It looks like a bomb of a movie, and I am already laughing at Dunaway's intro and ponder what Ibbott's song choice would be. Keep on sacking, gents.
All right. Very odd.
Is
conversion.
Is Jamie's AI voice available? Is she single?
Yeah. How you doing?
I don't know. I feel like she's a real hot, would be taken by now, but who knows?
I can't believe that I was going and seeing 100 new movies a year in 2002, and I never heard of Tiptoes.
I've heard of this because I heard of the controversial turn him into a dwarf and have him on his knees thing, but I don't know what that was from or how I heard it. So I didn't know the movie.
Wow.
I haven't ever put those two things together, but it sounds like one that maybe we ought to eyeball.
God, yeah, no kidding.
What's it called again? What did he say it was?
Tiptoes.
Tiptoes.
And it was even shown at the Button-umathon when I was going there. That is weird.
Button-umathon. It's like what, a movie like a bad movie marathon kind of thing.
Yeah, so Harry Knowles was a film guy in Austin, and he would go to the Alamo Drafthouse when there was only one and have this film festival every year. And it was called Button-umathon. It happened every December.
Harry Knowles still with us?
Ain't it cool news, dude?
Yeah.
With the
red hair and all that? Yeah. Big guy?
He is definitely still with us.
Okay.
Yeah, he pops up every year at Comic-Con and makes videos and stuff.
I always worried about him a little bit.
I do remember this trailer. Yeah, this looks amazing.
Oh my gosh, look at Gary Oldman.
No kidding.
We need to watch this bullshit. This looks, it's reviewed so terribly, but I don't care. Let's do it.
Yeah, well.
We just watched Superman 3. What am I talking about?
Right.
Oh, shit. All right.
Oh, now you have standards.
Oh, I've got standards. All right. If you guys want to contact us, go to our website, filmsack.com. All the ways to do it are right there. I would like to remind people that, or some people for the first time may not know this, but we're doing a Nerdtacular next year. 2026 is when it's happening. And you may remember one of the great fond things about those events were live Film Sack episodes.
Yeah.
planning on one of those again, and also just want to know what your thoughts are. What are you thinking about the potential of the event? Would you like to come? How many people you may bring? Just kind of general stuff in a little survey that we're running. If you go over and fill it out at frogpants.com/nerdtacular, just like it sounds. That's frogpants.com/nerdtacular, and fill out the survey. We're only going to keep it up another week or so, and just want to make sure people know about it here on the Film Sack listener list. So go check it out. We would love to hear from you. Quick note about our Patreon. We got 3 new people this week, and I can't wait to say these names. It's over at patreon.com/filmsack. That's the important bit. The new folks are Fat Jesus.
Oh.
Chris Penwell, normal. And then a guy named Condo Bondo.
Condo Bondo.
So
I dumped so many quarters into Condo Bondo back in the 80s.
Did you buy the peripheral for the home version that was like a set of drums or whatever it was? Fat Jesus and Condo Bondo alone made today's mention worth it, but I do want to thank Chris Penwell for just being a normal name. Anyway, if you guys want no commercials or ads of any kind ever, if you want pre-show content every week, if you want monthly host specials and maybe some movie-related art in the mail, these are the reasons. Oh, today's rough. These are the reasons to go sign up and do it today. That's patreon.com/filmsack. Our next movie is Black Caesar.
It is not. I'm sorry.
Shit! Oh,
man. I forgot to update our list. That movie fell off streaming. It's now August.
Damn it.
And
now it's White Caesar. No.
So did like 4 consecutive movies that were on our upcoming list. Like all vanished. And I have updated our list now, but it's going to have to be Black Hawk Down. We're going to have to go to Africa.
All right. Ooh. I love that. I love Black Hawk Down. So I'm not going to complain. I love that movie. Yeah. But I really wanted to see a blaxploitation movie. Darn it.
Me too.
Yeah. Well, we'll get our chance.
Yeah.
We'll get our chance. They've got some out there.
Black Caesar, dude. Just look at the trailer. The ketchup blood.
We'll catch it when it comes back on streaming. I promise. That is a perfect movie for us.
All right.
We're gonna watch Black Hawk Down next week. It is on Netflix in the US and Netflix in Canada. It's on Amazon Prime in the UK.
Yeah, I cannot wait to talk about the wild casting of a bunch of faces that we would see in other shit later.
Yeah. Oh my God, it was such a launching pad for so many great actors,
and some weird ones like suddenly Ewan McGregor is in there and. Orlando Bloom. I guess that was before Lord of the Rings, but yeah, it's a wild ride. I love that movie. So be here next week for yet another Ridley Scott film. That'll do it for us. Filmsack.com is the website. Again, go there and get all your stuff. Whatever you need, it's there. For me, for Brian, and for Randy.
I can't ski.
We'll see you next time.
Frog in Pants. If you're looking for something froggy smooth, find more at frogpants.com.
You better start appreciating old Brad.
Yeah.
You better start appreciating old Brad.
What?